This series is a hip resistance series. This is my go-to when my lower back is bothering me. This is a really delightful way to open up all of the muscles in through the hip, the pelvis, and the lower back. So it starts with wind reliever. So as you choose, let yourself draw the knees in towards your chest, holding on underneath the knees, not on top of the knees, underneath the knees. And again, you can spread the knees a little bit. Sometimes that's more comfortable, or keep them closer together. And just give yourself a moment to notice how your lumbar area and your hips and pelvis settle while you're in this position. Just kind of be mindful, get a baseline of information, if you will, about how your body feels right now. And then as you choose, we're going to go into some resistive work. Now, with resistive work, the ground rules are pretty much the same. You want to use 10% effort. You want to hold for 7, maybe 15 seconds, and then release. That's it. The idea is you want the muscle to contract slightly, hold it briefly, so that when you release that contraction, the muscle can lengthen and open up that much more. So this is not a strengthening technique. This is not using resistance to strengthen the muscle. So we only need 10%. And I have to confess, this is the hardest part of this type of technique, is to back off, back off, back off, back off. You only want to, it's more like you're just thinking about contracting the muscle than you're actually putting effort into it. So with that in mind, we'll go into some resistive work. The first one is to try to, when you're in wind reliever, try to bring your knees away from your chest, but your arms are under your legs, so they're resisting that movement. So let yourself just gently, 10%, 10%, 10%, activate your core, dorsiflex your feet, chin toward the chest, let your shoulders drop down into the floor. Holding all of this with only 10% effort, maybe 10, maybe 15 seconds, and then release and just feel how your body settles into the floor. It's a very gentle technique. There's not a whole lot of hoopla here. Just let yourself gently relax and enjoy. And then try it again. Resist, 10% effort, dorsiflex the feet, activate your core, activate your upper back, chin toward the chest, 10% effort, holding 7, maybe 15 seconds, and then release. Give yourself a moment to be mindful of how your body is resting against the floor now. Chances are you're already noticing a shift and a change in how your body rests. As you choose, the next movement in the series is you're going to try to bring the knees closer to your chest, but you're resisting that. So your hands now, your palms are on your quadriceps, and your hands are between your thighs and your torso. So now, when you're ready, you're going to try to bring your knees closer to your torso, but you're resisting that movement. Dorsiflex the feet, activate the core, let the shoulders drop into the floor, shoulder blades toward one another, all that with only 10% effort, and then let yourself relax and feel how your body melts toward the floor. Take a deep breath in or two, give yourself a break, and when you're ready, go back into it. Try to bring the knees closer to your chest. Be mindful of your feet, mindful of your core, your upper back, holding. And when you release, let your body melt back into wind reliever. I find with these types of techniques that the first time around, my body's trying to figure out what I'm doing. So there's a little bit of resistance there. The second time is usually when I get what I'm after, when I get that body to really start to relax. By the third or fourth time, I'm not getting anything extra. So I usually do it twice. So as you choose, the next two in the series are adduction and abduction of the thighs. So you're going to bring your hands on the outside of the thighs now. And now the movement is you're trying to bring your knees further apart, but you're going to be resisting this. So let your arms rest on the floor. Let your hands come to the sides of your legs and then try to bring your knees apart. Feet are dorsiflexed, activate your core, activate your upper back. All of this with only 10% effort. That's all you need. Holding briefly, and when you release, just feel how your body melts back into the floor. Give yourself permission to feel how it settles. And then try again. Let yourself try to bring the knees apart, dorsiflexing the feet, activate the core, chin toward the chest. All of this with only 10% effort. And when you release, feel how your body melts back into wind reliever. The last movement in this series is to try to bring the knees together. Now you can spread the knees wide apart and hold them that way and try to bring them in. But quite frankly, by about this time in the series, my arms are getting fatigued. I'm kind of tired of it, okay? So as you choose, you don't have to go wide apart. You can actually just place one fist or maybe two in between the knees. And just by pressing into your fists, that's enough resistance. Remember, we only want 10%. So if you choose, you can spread the knees wide apart, or if you would prefer, you can put one or two fists in between the knees and try to bring them closer together. Dorsiflex the feet, activate your core, shoulders pressing down toward the floor, chin toward the chest, holding 7, maybe 10 or 15 seconds, and then release. Deep breath in. Try it one more time. Let yourself bring the knees together, resisting, holding 7, maybe 15 seconds with only 10% effort. And then let yourself gently fold back into wind reliever. And I promise you're going to feel a little bit different about feeling what's going on in your hips and your lower back. If you'd like, you might even want to do some gentle rocking side to side and just give a little bit of a massage to that area, sort of icing on the cake, as you will. And then whenever you're ready, let yourself simply rest. Go on with your day or go on with your yoga practice.